Hi everybody, it's Oksana, and this video is gonna kind of follow in the footsteps of my previous video where I wrapped a tumbled stone. So this is going to be not a tumbled stone, although you could probably use it with some tumbled stones, maybe the more flatter ones. But this is actually just a piece of sea glass that I found here at a beach that's nearby. And I thought that I would do a quick little tutorial, a beginner tutorial on how to wrap this little piece of sea glass using just one piece of wire, and it creates this sort of swirly looking pendant. So if you want to see how I made this, just keep watching. So the wire I'm using is artistic wire in the gold color. It is 20 gauge. It is round wire, and I'm using only one piece of it. That is about 10.5 inches long. And my stone, or my piece of glass I should say, is an inch. If you measure kind of the longest way, because of course it's very uneven. It's got even this way, it's got a curve and it's not flat. So I thought that this would be a great one to work with, just to troubleshoot wrapping just a very uneven piece of sea glass. So what I'm gonna do with my wire here is I'm gonna kind of roughly bend it in half. And I'm just going to continue with that bend, and you can see it forms like a little loop. So I'm just going to continue with that, and then I'm going to let me zoom in and kind of show you closer what I have so far. Sorry, my neighbor's dog is barking. And you want it to be really small, so see how mine is really small right now? So then I'm going to keep going with just one wire now. To make this kind of loop within a loop look to it. So here's what we have. We have a little loop and then a bigger loop around it. And if you're having trouble with this, you can just make one loop, like the bigger loop, and ignore this whole smaller bit in the middle. I think it just adds to the look of it, but it's not necessary for the design to work. So if you're having trouble making it do this, just make the one. That should be plenty. So then we take our piece of glass, and I think it's easier to wrap it with the curved, the part that's, protruding towards us rather than like this. I think this would be harder. And I'm just gonna kind of pick a little point here, and that's gonna be my top. So I'm placing it with the top, what I decided to be my top, kind of right on top of the wires there of that loop. This is going to be my bail, so I'm just going to start referring to it as the bail. Just right on top of the bail there, and I'm holding it really tight. I'm pressing down with my thumb and I'm pinching it with my index finger, so I'm holding it really tight because I don't want it to move out of place. Because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this wire, I'm going to bend it to the front, still holding tight. Sorry, I had to kind of cover it up. Bending it and making a loop. Now you could do this without swirls and loops and just kind of straighter lines, but right now I'm doing kind of a swirly version. So I have a design that I did a really long time ago that was kind of a more complex version of this. It involved 2 wires, I think, instead of 1. And also just kind of all kinds of swirls and loops to hold the stone in. So if you're interested in that video, because it uses a cabochon. I'm gonna go ahead and find and link that video for you below. So now I'm bending the other wire, and the key thing is our piece of glass is on top of the bail, or like on top of these wires. You don't want the wires above the glass because then it'll slip through. Like it needs to be touching kind of so it holds it in place. So we did the one side. Now we're gonna do a similar thing on the other side, and this is up to you. This is where you can get creative with different kind of swirls and loops as you wish. So one thing to note, I don't know the shape of your sea glass, but if you don't trap in the bottom, like I'm trapping it a little bit here in the corner, and I need to trap it here, because if you don't trap the bottom in, it'll slip out. At least for my piece this is true, because it's thinner on top and thicker on the bottom. So if I don't do that, it'll just slip right out. All right, the bail might get kind of bent out of place, but you can just move it back. So this is what we have so far. And now that we did this, it's kind of loosely trapped in place. It's not super secure yet, but it's just a little bit more secure. So with this wire, I'm just gonna fidget with it a little bit, because there's just a little gap I didn't like against the glass. There we go. I don't want to have a gap there. So I have this here, and you can do this with any one of the wires, but I'm just gonna bring it across the top here, and I'm gonna make another little swirl like this, and I'm just gonna bring it to the back, and then here on the back, so this wire is getting quite short. I'm thinking it needs to be finished off. So the simplest thing to do here would be to kind of make a loop around this other wire that we have, and then just kind of close up that loop so it's essentially attached to the other wire. And now we can take the other wire. I would just kind of pull it in this direction now, so that we're pulling up against this wire that's attached to it, because if we pull it in the other direction, then this wire that's attached to it is going to kind of move, and it's going to form a gap here. So that's why I'm pulling it in the other direction. And let's see what we can do here from the front. So I'm kind of happy with the amount of loops and swirls that I have, but you could, bring it across and make more. Let me just see what it would look like if I were to maybe just bring it across like this. Okay, so that looks nice, I think. If I just kind of bring it across but don't make any loops in it, like that. And then I'm bringing it all the way around and around our bail. So then I'm just trimming it, because we're going to attach it to the bail. So we're just going to close it up. It's basically like a little loop, and we closed it up. All right, so what you can do is you can just gently, I would actually just use this part of my pliers, not the metal part, because this wire is coated with color, and the color can get scratched off. So I would use this rubbery part of my pliers to press any wires that are sticking up. So you don't want to scratch the gold color off. And now you could make a little jump ring or use a pre-made little jump ring to create, you know, to put the necklace through, or you can just do a lark's knot, which is when you pull, you fold your cord necklace and you pull it through like this, and then you put it through that loop that you've created. So it's up to you, or you can like attach a chain to it. There's so many different ways to do the bail, but just for the purpose of keeping it simple here, I'm just gonna do a little lark's knot, and there we have it, a sea glass swirly pendant. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.